At Canberra Railway Station, 1210, Australia's oldest operating steam locomotive, is seen on display. On the 25th of May 1914, 1210 was the first steam locomotive to haul the first revenue train in the nation's capital, a coal train for the power station at Kingston. It retired from the railway in 1962 and was placed outside at Canberra Railway Station. The locomotive was then restored until 1986, where it was to be restored in time for the 1988 bicentenary celebrations. The Historical Society is in hopes to bring 1210 back in the year 2013. Meanwhile, 3016 is now shunting the coaches in, ready for the next journey to Queanbeyan. Here we are at Queanbeyan, and 3016 is now ready for the return journey to Canberra. We are outside of Canberra Railway Station now, and we see 3642 thundering its way up to Queanbeyan solo. "4703 is seen here at Mount Victoria Station on Saturday the 28th of May 2011. It is with 3237 owned by the Lachlan Valley Railway to take part of the Mount Victoria Great Train Weekend, taking passengers from Mount Victoria to Katoomba and back. 4703 is now making its way back to Mount Victoria. (3237) now leaves Mount Victoria Station once again with its next load of passengers to Katoomba. (3237) is now seen on its last train for the day at Medlow Bath. The June long weekends saw 3642 and 3526 on shuttle trips from Sydney to Clyde by the New South Wales Rail Transport Museum. Here the two locos are now leaving Sydney. This event was on Saturday the 11th of June 2011. It's now Monday, June 15th, 2011, and here we see 3526 and 3642 coming through Redfern Station. The two locos are now making their way back to Sydney Central Station. The 35 and 36 class locos left Sydney for their last trip to Clyde. Meanwhile, 44211 and 4001 are seen departing Central, heading their way back to Thelmy with the exhibition train. The carriages the two diesels are hauling are from the famous Southern Aurora train. 2012 marks the 50th anniversary of this famous 1960s glamour train, which ran from Sydney to Melbourne. The GMS-1 carriage you will see later, hauled by 3265, is privately owned. But the carriage is used for Rail Transport Museum excursion trains. Meanwhile, 3642 and 3526 are now seen at Central Station, ready for their return trip to Thelmere. It's Saturday, June 18th, 2011, and here we see 3642 on the Blue Mountains Flyer heading its way to Katoomba for the Winter Magic Festival for 2011. The 36 class loco and its train are now seen at Lura, as they are now nearing Katoomba. At Katoomba, 4490 and 44211 are now seen getting ready for their trip to Bell, ready for the shunting operations for the return journey to Sydney.